In this video, I'm going to be talking about Respondent, how you can actually task and how you actually get gigs. Okay, I'm also going to be talking about this website that has free resources, how you can get free guides, latest jobs and everything. I'm also going to be talking about this powerful anti-detect browser, how to set it up, and why I think it's the biggest game changer in terms of tools, because when it comes to remote work, it's everything to do with tools. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit like. Yeah, enjoy. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much. Make sure I'm hoping you have already hit the subscribe button. As you can see, I'm on a Respondent account and I just found some gigs here. I want to task them, but before I do that, I know you always see people on TikTok, on YouTube, everyone is telling you how they made so much money while tasking these, but no one is truly giving you the whole game, like how did they even end up, how did they even land that gig. And I want to show you what I really used to be able to get such an account, because when it comes to remote workspace, the biggest thing I can say, the game changer for anyone who's seeking that freelancer, who's like a freelancer and they're seeking those opportunities, the biggest one I can say is the tools that you use really make a big difference. Yes, you might know a certain website, you might have heard about it, you might know how to task, but how do you actually, because I'm pretty sure you've experienced such a thing whereby you get an account and right before you end up finish signing up, they start telling you, oh sorry, we do not offer services in your region, such a thing, because most opportunities are really, to be honest and candid with you, most opportunities are set up for people in first world countries. So how do you actually, if you find yourself in a developing countries, no one really chooses the country they're born in, but if you find yourself in such a situation, how do you really go about it? So rule number one, you need AdsPower. Now AdsPower is is one of the most, I can say it's one of the most reliable tools for this reason, because one, it's available for all devices. As you can see here, this is not just a marketing scheme, it's available for all devices, and I'll show you why, the reason as to why I'll show you in a few. So this is an anti-detect browser that allows you to run multiple profiles. It enables you to run multiple things. Let's say you have an Outlier account, you have a Respondent account, you have all these types of account. Right before we task, I'm going to show you how you can set it up quickly. Reason as to why I'm saying that, I know you've been a follower of my channel, you have seen I've been using more login, and I've been using other tools as well. I've really used many tools, but why do I now settle with AdsPower? For this particular reason, types of gadget, they allow the Androids, the iPhones, you can use it on your mobile phone. Both you and me know that every time you're everything seems to be going very well on the desktop or laptop when you're using other tools, but then again you have to verify your account and you have to switch it up to your phone, and that's where most people get busted. So what do? All you need is AdsPower and everything will be sorted out. All you need is AdsPower and everything will be sorted out. So you come to the website AdsPower, and they have a couple of options. Here's another thing: if you're using a Linux, this operating system has been left out in many things. So if you're using other types of OSs like Linux, you can use AdsPower, because I know it's not available, it's not included in many browsers out there, but AdsPower have really thought about it, and I think that was really, honestly, I think that was very awesome. So when you come here, you click Windows. So if you're using 32-bit, 64-bit, typically your laptop or desktop is going to be 32-bit. So you click that, it's going to download like this, and you will end up having such a browser. So I'm going to show you how. So on the how you're going to set it up. So on the left side, you can see And by the way, they have an offer you can invite, but we're going to talk about how you can make money with this platform as well in a few. So here is the profile, how you can create a profile. So a profile is a situation whereby, let's say you are a full-time freelancer and you have different gigs. You have jobs that require you to browse from Sweden. We have jobs that require you to be in UK. You have jobs that require you to be in Canada and all that. But then again, you don't want to be going back to the technicalities of setting it up, because you might have bought a proxy for UK, proxy for Canada, proxy for Japan, all that. But then again, when it comes to you being able to run these jobs, with no disruption, it becomes very hard because of that technical part. With this, no worries. You can create a profile for each proxy so that whenever you hop in, it's just press play and the browser is opened and you're sorted out. So this is how you create a new profile. Click there. And once again, this is why I do indeed love AdsPower. Because the biggest challenge with many platforms and the people who have been really trying to get these remote jobs gigs, they've been telling me, like, amongst my frequent asked question is, which platform can I use with an Android? Which platform can I use? I'm using a MacBook Wilson. Which browser for running my proxies can I really use? Well, you don't have to really stress about it. So you can see AdsPower, they have Linux, Apple product, Windows, so if you're using, technically I can say all around the world, 99% of all operating systems or OSs are here. So you don't have any reason not to have this browser, honestly. So here, just like I had shown you, let me put a respondent, respondent, I know, respondent.io. Tell me what you think the spelling is, okay? And tell me, do you have an AdsPower account? Once you do that, you can choose now the browser. For example, let's say you enjoy using Chrome, you can just come here, and they do have many versions for it. So which Chrome exactly? So I think this was very thoughtful as well, looking at it in terms of these tiny details that usually other browsers don't really consider, because other browsers might just tell you, okay, use this Chrome, but they are not considering which one you're using, because remember, we're not using the same type of gadgets. Yes, we might be using the same type of models, but in terms of the variety, it's different, because someone else is using maybe Windows 8, someone else is using Windows 10, such a thing. And these people have put in so much consideration, and you can see they have all that. The other thing is, even with Firefox, they have really put so much consideration. Let's see what they have done with Android. They have so if someone is having a gadget, because I remember this lady, she's one of my students, shout out to Joyce, by the way. One of her challenges was she had a phone, and this phone couldn't really host any browser, and she tried downloading Go Login. I know you're here, there's a high chance Go Login, and it kept crashing. That's because most developers just, I think most people are in a rush to finish up using these products. They're just in a rush. I think it's all about money, right? But they're just in a rush to finish up this product and launch it to the world without really considering everyone. So when you come here to Android, you can see someone with Android 9. Guys, do you know when the Android, let's see when Android 9 came out. When did Android 9 come out? Let's see. This is why I feel like 2018, guys. So AdsPower, they are they're very considerate towards someone who got their gadget almost 7 years ago. 7 years ago. So Android 9, guys, is included here. So I think this is very thoughtful, well detailed. It seems that the developers of AdsPower browser really took so much time, and that's one thing I really like about it. So I'm just going to check here, and let's see Windows 7, guys. Can you believe that? So let's check and see when did Windows 7 come out. I did say professional. Let me just remove the professional. I love how and that's how I feel I feel the challenge when it comes to finding a remote job, because people tell me, Wilson, I've bought the proxy. I've done 2009. So these people are very considerate, because even if you had a laptop, that is using an OS that came out, when is 2009, guys? That is let me check. That's 16 years ago. So that's the way to go. AdsPower. I really like that. The fact that you've considered. So who should be using this AdsPower? Everyone. Okay. If your laptop came out, way back, and you're using, what people consider an outdated version of OS, you're still considered by the AdsPower team. So this browser is very good. It's for everyone, whoever is using Linux. And let's see about, tell me if you're using an iPhone or you're using an Apple product. Tell me which OS you're using, and is it here? Do you see it here? So yes, now in the process of setting up a profile, you name it. I've named it Respondent. I've chosen my browser and all that, and then I go to next. So technically I can, now it's time to add a proxy, so I can come here and still edit it out. Let me it's time to let me just, I can change the name as well. Yeah, so I can change, so I can get a proxy, set it up. You can okay, let's see, you can decide which protocol when you buy proxies from many platforms, or a proxy has to have a protocol. So you just don't buy a proxy. You might have bought a proxy, a UK proxy, but the protocol is HTTPS. That is also included. Or the protocol is SOCKS 5. SOCKS 5, yeah. Is it SOCKS or SOCK? Yeah, let me know. So they've really considered it. And looking at this browser, I think they have taken so much time, they really consider, and especially the people who are in third world or developing countries. Like for example, when someone is in Kenya, you feel like they do face many challenges. If someone is in Nigeria, despite Nigeria being, I can say, in a way Silicon Valley, in a way, people are so techy in a way, in Nigeria. But then again, when it comes to you getting opportunities, you really don't get tools, because as I told you earlier when this video began, everything is all about tools. The tools that you're using will really determine if you get the next opportunity, right? So then you do have proxies here. I can add a proxy, I can come to the resources and everything. So you can see they do have everything in this platform, and they do have good offers as well. And remember, they do have that offer. Now let's talk about how you can actually make money with this. You can invite your friends and earn some money from every invite. Yes, just downloaded this. You can invite your friend and earn money. So guys, that's how I'm inviting you, because you guys are my friends, and I first had to consider you guys, because every time on my DMs, Wilson, you downloaded this browser but it's not working with my proxy. I bought this proxy but it's not working on this browser. AdsPower, guys, that's the answer. So they do have also a challenge here whereby you can just refer friends, and per every person that signs up, you can earn $5. That's good money. Anywhere in Africa, $5 is good money. Not life-changing money, but it's good money. And if you, assuming you introduce 100 people to it, that's $500. That's good money right there. If you introduce 10 people, that's $50. That's good money. So, and the cookie period is 30 days, obviously. So I can tell you for sure, check out this tool. And because that's how I was able to set up Respondent. I used to have like challenges with it, and people are like, okay, well, what can I do? And exploring tools, I get to find that this tool is the tool right here. This is the ultimate tool of AdsPower. I can say this is like the OG for anti-detect browsers. So when you click proxies, you can see they also have resources and everything, which I feel that is really, really awesome. So you can add your proxy, you can decide the protocol as we're talking, all that can be included, and you're actually able to bind your proxy with your profile. Now, that is AdsPower, guys. Make sure you check it out. And I know you might thinking, okay, Wilson, what do I really do? I just walked you through those steps. Go and check out you can even rewatch the video. Google AdsPower, download AdsPower. Google download AdsPower. You're going to get the browser there. You're going to download it. It's going to serve you. You're going to explore opportunities. And talking of opportunities, someone asked me, "Oh, Wilson, how do even people know the latest gigs and all that and all that?" So I've decided to come up with a plan for you guys. This website is about job opportunities, and especially for people again in our continent. Shout out to everyone from Africa who's watching this video. One of the biggest challenge with people in Africa, it's like, I don't know how the world has a different perspective about us, but every time you try to get an opportunity, you either, and especially during, the challenge is always for an advanced African who is into remote job, their biggest challenge is the tools, and that's what I'm telling you, AdsPower. For a entry level person who's just probably they left their work, or lost their job, they're a freelancer, stay at home mom, if you're watching this, shout out everyone in your shout out the kids and everything. If you're a stay at home dad, anyone, literally, people keep asking me questions like, how do I know what's latest? Really, Wilson, how do I get to know where do even people know that this is the latest job? This is the website. Go and check it out. I have all the links there. I have the gigs. You're going to have a free guide on jobs and everything. You can see how many people have downloaded. This thing is growing really. So make sure you don't miss out, guys. Don't miss out. I have everything there. The links for how to set up AdsPower, everything. Even though I've already explained to you how to actually download it to your gadget, how to actually secure everything, you can still come to the website. It's good. The video is going to be this website link is going to be in the description of this video. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, guys. I'm having many viewers than people who are actually subscribing to my channel, so kindly do subscribe to the channel. It has everything. The courses, when you click here, you're going to see the courses for virtual assistant, have boot camps. It has been voted like the #1 course, so people are able to get everything. I'm giving out free guides, free tutorials, free resources, and now everything. That's everything. Go and check it out and let me know what you think. But I can say this tool, when I think about it, because I've always thought of, okay, what about someone who does not have a powerful machine? Because that's the biggest main challenge. I can say the biggest main challenge has always been someone not having a specific tool, or someone not having access to something, or so with that, let's go to Respondent, guys. So this is possible because of AdsPower, and reason being, I tried keeping, I had to delete my Respondent AdsPower account so that I can reinstall it and show you how it works. But one of the biggest challenge, I was talking about Respondent, one of the biggest challenge is not being able to get an active Respondent account, and especially one that is bringing gigs constantly. So I had just finished doing one. Let's see. Had recently traveled. Let's take this gig, $56, 8 days ago. The job was published 8 days ago. So click. Let's see. So I have a screener. Start my screener. They told me I didn't. Okay, let me check this. Let me check. 56 professional. Let me do this. $5. To participate in this study, you'll need to have access to an OS device. Well, guys, I do have an AdsPower account, so which accommodates OS devices as well. So yes, let's see. To participate in this interview, you will need to download a mobile app on your OS. Yes, obviously, I'm good to go. Once you begin your interview, you'll be prompted to download the Strela mobile interview app, either by scanning the QR with your phone device or by clicking the direct link that will be shared with you. If either of these links work, look for Strela mobile interview app in the iOS App Store. Okay. $5 screening test is quite easy. Our mobile app is still in beta. That means, they're trying to make it, it's just there. We can say semi-liquid, semi-solid, in a way. So they're still working on it. If you need, if you experience technical difficulties during this interview, please let us know. You will receive your compensation as long as you give it a good faith effort. And that's how I finish my screening test. And just like that, I'm waiting for the screening test. So, as I was telling you, I also want to do this one for the website. Yes, so to do this for the website. So what tools do you use to create a website? I've worked with WordPress, I've worked with Shopify. One of the first stores I ever created was a Shopify account. I've also worked with Wix, Squarespace, Webflow, yeah. So this question, let's continue. What kind of website have you created on low code, no code, or AI powered? What kind of a website? I've created a remote job website. Created a remote jobs website. Make sure you check out remote jobs website. Individuals that I've created a remote jobs website that helps individuals learn about the ever changing remote workspace. Yeah, I think that's enough. Tell me, how else could you have answered question number 4? It's just jumped to question number 3. And then, are you satisfied with your process of creating website? 1 being not satisfied at all, 5 being very satisfied. I can only say a 3 because I feel like website should be so easy that grammar can be able to create a website. They should be that easy that even grammar will create a website. Yes, I know there are tools like AI tools that can, you can give it a description, it comes up with a website. But a website is something that should be hands-on. A website is more like a contact list in your phone. You should be the one who's going to add elements. Do you want this person in this phone? No. But that's why I gave it a 3. Are any of your websites live? I have tons of websites, but I'm just going to put up 2. I'm going to just put up 2. remotejobsplug.com. Make sure you check it out, guys. I'm giving out free guides. I came up with this because of the frequent asked questions. it has all the resources, including AdsPower, including how to set up AdsPower and everything, you know. And just like that, the screening, we have completed the screening. Quite interesting, right? So guys, make sure you follow the channel. I'm going to be sharing quite a lot. Remember, the whole thing, everything here is based on the tools that one uses, like, you know, AdsPower. They're based on the tools